Ever felt like you're always saying yes, even when you're exhausted? Or like your time isn't really yours because work keeps creeping into your personal life? Well, you're not alone. Today, I'm going to talk about a big topic: setting work boundaries without guilt. But before I do, let me introduce myself. I'm Belinda Harris, and I am an HR disruptor. On this channel, I talk about all things HR, whether it's to small business owners who don't have an HR department, whether it's to supervisor and managers on things they need to do to help improve the relationships, whether it's to employees who are having issues with their supervisor and managers, or for people who are looking for jobs. I'm talking about resumes, interviews, those type of things. So all things HR. I also talk about AI. I love talking about AI. And I talk about self-care at work. So if those are things that you're interested in, well, you are in the right place. But today, I'm going to break down why boundaries are essential, common workplace boundary violations, and how to set and enforce boundaries without feeling guilty. Plus, I'm going to give you some go-to scripts for those tricky conversations with managers or coworkers. To get started, you may say, why do boundaries matter? Well, boundaries protect your mental health, your energy, and your productivity. They help you show up at work as your best self without burning out, which is huge nowadays. Burnout is real. Setting boundaries helps fight against burnout. Research shows that employees with clear boundaries experience less stress and greater job satisfaction. Now, I'm going to give you some examples of some healthy work boundaries. For example, 1, not answering emails after work. I've been very guilty of that, answering emails after work, on vacation, when I'm sick. That's not good. We want to set a healthy boundary by not answering emails after work hours. Here's another one: taking your full lunch break. Again, I too have been guilty of eating lunch in a hurry, eating lunch at my desk while I'm doing emails, eating lunch while I'm watching a work webinar. No, we need to take our full lunch break without interruptions. Saying no to extra work when you're overloaded. That's a huge boundary that we need to set up for ourselves. And then blocking time for deep work without interruptions. A lot of times we do have things on our calendar we block out saying, I'm going to do this at this time. The problem is we're constantly getting interrupted. Setting a work boundary, a healthy work boundary, is blocking time for deep work without interruptions. Now, I'm going to talk about what overstepping boundaries looks like at work. That's expecting instant replies to messages after hours. That's overstepping boundaries. Last minute deadlines that disrupt personal time. Feeling pressure to always be available. I used to feel that way. Like that I always had to be available for everything and anything. And that's not true. But the big thing is that a lot of times when we have boundaries or try to set boundaries, we feel like we have to justify our boundaries or over-explain our boundaries. And the truth is, we just need to keep it clear, firm, and professional. Keep it clear, firm, and professional. We do not have to justify or over-explain our boundaries. Here are some scripts that you can use. When a coworker asks something for the last minute, you can say, I'd love to help, but I have other priorities right now. Can we schedule this for a later time? You've all been there. You've had coworkers come at the 11th hour asking for help. This is what you can say. I'd love to. We would love to help our coworkers, but I have other priorities right now. Can we schedule some time to talk about this later? Here's another one. When your boss emails you after hours, you can say, I'll take care of this first thing in the morning. I'm offline after 6 p.m. Now, you don't want to email that back. So if your boss emails you saying, can you take care of this? You don't want to email back saying, I'll take care of this first thing in the morning. I'm offline. You want to think to yourself, I'm offline. First off, I shouldn't even be looking at my work email, right? I'm offline. I'm going to take care of this first thing in the morning. And then first thing in the morning, you take care of it. When someone interrupts your focus time, you can say, I'm in deep work mode right now. Let's schedule a time to chat later. So when they come in with their interruptions, do you have a minute? Hey, I'm in deep work mode right now. Let's schedule a time to chat about this later. Remember, boundaries work best when you reinforce them consistently. Boundaries don't work if you're not reinforcing them. And then boundaries won't be stable if you're not reinforcing them consistently. So you want to not one time I do it and the next time I don't, consistently. Before I go any further, I want to say thank you for watching this video. I hope you found value in it. I'm a small channel and I'm trying to grow to 10,000 subscribers. And I would greatly appreciate it if you liked the video, shared it with someone who you think will also find value, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel. Now, what if they don't respect your boundaries? Because you may be thinking, okay, Belinda, I said all these things, but I don't feel like they're respecting my boundaries. What do I do? You reiterate your boundary. I understand this is urgent, but I cannot respond outside of my work hours. Offer alternatives. I can work on this tomorrow, but I won't be available tonight. And then stand your ground. This is how I protect my productivity and well-being. Setting boundaries is not being difficult. It's taking care of yourself so you can do your best work. And a lot of people may think, or feel setting boundaries is me being difficult. Absolutely not. It is not you being difficult. It is so that you can take care of yourself and that you can do your best work. See, self-care isn't just bubble baths. It's how we protect our time and energy at work. You can set calendars, set calendar blocks for focus time. Use do not disturb mode during your breaks, your lunch break, but don't do not disturb. Take mental health days when needed. These are things that we do for our self-care. It's more than a bubble bath. You deserve a work life that doesn't drain you. Boundaries aren't selfish. They're self-care. So here's my challenge for you this week. Set one boundary at work and stick to it. It could be something as simple as taking a real lunch break or not checking emails on weekends. Drop a comment below. Let me know what boundary you plan on taking this week, and then follow back up next week on this video and say, yes, I stuck to that boundary all week. I would love to hear how it went. If today's live was helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and share with a friend who needs this. I'll see you at work.